This is Nakoda, Amy's snake, and as you can see, he was just a couple of minutes ago coming up the side of this glass just here, and while I'm talking perhaps you'll be able to see him. Or is it her? It's a her.
I don't know.
It's a her now.
I don't know.
I don't know yet, we don't know. Because at the moment it's mating season, so he or she is quite active. Oh yes, there you go. He's perhaps going to put his nose, taste the air outside the glass. There he is, look, or her. There you go. Okay. Anyway, so today I'm in Amy's bedroom and I thought I'd show you the snake, namely because we haven't quite finished Celine's apartment. We've still got a lot of painting to do. We've tried to get rid of all this mould on her walls. We've done so much washing today. Duvets and pillowcases and everything that had been crammed in a wardrobe, it had just gone mouldy. Fortunately we've rescued quite a bit of clothing, so that's really good. I've walked the dog. It's quite an eye-opener really, because recently we've had lots and lots of people on our dog walks. We've encountered lots of dogs, lots of people walking by, but today it's been quite empty. Only came across one person, but I do go in a very isolated place, and I try and keep to narrow tracks in the woods where there's also other narrow tracks, so you can avoid people. So what have I got today? Well, I'm avoiding saying these words because they're a bit embarrassing, especially if you can speak Hebrew. You might not guess it, but you might know. El Haggadol. In Hebrew, that means the great God. And we find this attribute of God described in Deuteronomy 10:17. I'm going to have to take that snake off Echo. Amen.
Give. Leave it.
Oh dear. Okay. So, for the Lord your God is God of gods and Lord of lords, the great God, mighty and awesome, who shows no partiality and accepts no bribes. So here also it's described as being mighty and awesome, but I want to concentrate on Haggadol, which is the Hebrew name for great, but it also means distinguished, important, large, grand and magnificent. You see, you can take it two ways. Great could mean great in size, but in this instance it means great in character, and we're talking about how great this character of God is. And the reason why I highlighted this passage in Deuteronomy is the fact that when the Israelites were coming out of exile, they got into all sorts of that's his favourite ball, confiscated. Okay.
Leave it.
They got into a lot of idolatry and they worshipped lots of gods, little statues and things like that, but they had no greatness about them because they weren't real. They were just like the god of, I don't know, a golden calf, or you know, gods of the sea and the sky and such what. But our God is a different God. Our God is a God that existed in the beginning and the end, and he is a living God. He's not an idol who's dead. So this attribute describes God's unique position, and he's just worthy of our reverence, and it's a fear to be had, and he's also faithful, and all these things describe his character, and we can just rely on him. So I hope that's been encouraging. It's a bit late because, as I said, I've been very busy today. I'm very distracted with dogs and snakes, although I think he's right behind me. If you've been watching him, okay, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye Mummy and Grandad. I'm glad that you've been enjoying the videos and that you've been able to see a little bit more in our house, and we do miss you coming over, but we know that you're safe.